What do I think about Shark's Tank? I got a question from one of my loyal YouTube viewers, Arturo, who wrote in asking my opinion on Shark's Tank. He said, just out of curiosity, Evan, what is your opinion about the show Shark Tank? Have you ever seen it? In my personal opinion, I don't really like flash deals. Other people might think it's a good idea because flash negotiations might give you an unnoticed advantage. I think this also applies for the other party's advantage. Okay, so let me back up for a second here. In general, I love Shark's Tank. It's one of my favorite shows. I've watched almost all of the episodes, and I believe that there's not enough quality programming, especially on TV, for entrepreneurs. If you want to learn about being a great entrepreneur and also be entertained in the process, there aren't a lot of great shows to do it. And so Shark's Tank is a pioneer. The show actually started in Britain. It's called Dragon's Den. Then it came to Canada, Dragon's Den, and then it came to the US, Shark's Tank. And two of the founding members of Shark's Tank were the best two people from the Canadian show, Dragon's Den. So it's kind of been fun to watch the history. But before Shark's Tank, what was there for entrepreneurs? Nothing. There are no great shows on for entrepreneurs. There may be some shows, you know, like Pawn Stars, which I love, where it highlights a business and how they go through their day-to-day life of running their business. West Coast Customs is another great one, and you learn a little bit of it, but there's nothing like this. Like Shark's Tank is a educational tool as well as being really entertaining to watch. So I'm a big fan. Now, in terms of the flash deals, here's what you have to understand about Shark's Tank, okay? First of all, the negotiations don't happen that quickly. If somebody's coming in to pitch and there's actual discussion, understand that those discussions are not just the 3 minutes that you see in Shark's Tank. It's like half an hour to an hour long for each person that's coming in. If it's a terrible idea, then they get kicked out early. But when there's actually a deal, it doesn't happen in 3 minutes like you see on the show. It's edited down massively. The other thing to think about is a lot of the deals that are done on the show don't actually end up happening. You know, when you see the update later on, like from what happened last year, it's not of every single entrepreneur because a lot of the deals do fall down in due diligence. So due diligence is what it's called when an investor is looking into a deal, if they like it or not, if they're going to actually put their money. So they shake hands on the show, but then they still have to do due diligence afterwards. And a lot of deals fall apart on the table. You know, if you don't like that deal, either as the entrepreneur or as the shark, a lot of those deals don't end up happening. Also, think about when you're coming on the show, a lot of entrepreneurs have in their head a number that they're thinking about. They're not just being blindsided, right? They know what they're getting into. They're coming on the pitch for an investor to come on and take a piece of their company. So it's not like they're coming into something totally foreign or somebody just calling them out of the blue and said, hey, I want to buy half your company. And so at the end of the day, everybody agrees on a deal. I don't think they're being taken advantage of. I think, again, because of that process afterwards where everybody still has to agree after the show is over and they still have to sign the check and sign the document to transfer the shares over or whatever the agreement is, that it gives still some time for people to decide, both from the entrepreneurs and for the sharks. Sometimes the sharks will drop out because they don't like the deal anymore. But overall, I love the show. I'm a huge fan. I've watched, I think, almost every episode. Anybody who's out there supporting entrepreneurs, educating entrepreneurs, showing that if you have an idea, you can make your business happen. I think that's quality programming, needs to be more of. I'd support more Shark's Tanks in different countries or more related episodes. My other show that I like watching now is called The Profit. It's on CNBC. Not as popular and I think just in season 2, but a show about an investor coming in and making businesses better. And I think we need to see more of those programs. If you guys like a show, let me know. I'm gonna check it out. There's a great fictional show called How to Make It in America that I think was on HBO and has been canceled, so you can look it up and find it online. How to Make It in America, awesome show. But let me know what you guys think. I want to hear what shows you like. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Leave in the comments the shows that you think are must watch for entrepreneurs, and I'll check it out. I'm really curious to see what you have to say. So thank you guys, and you can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. I will see you soon.